I've found a broker for you who is willing to refund some of your losses on your live account. Let's talk about that and more right now. Hey traders, it's Andrew Mitchem here at the Forex Trading Coach with video and podcast number 454. Hope you had a great break over Easter. We had a really good time away. We had spectacular weather here in New Zealand, and we took advantage of that. Myself and my wife, we flew down to Dunedin, which is towards the bottom of the South Island. I did nearly 8 hours of flying in the helicopter for the week, and I had a great time. So I hope you had a great break too. Now, something different, a number of things to discuss with you on this week's video and podcast. The first thing is I was talking to Ben Clay over at Blueberry Markets last week, and he's put together a really fantastic offer, which I've never really heard of before, and I thought I'd just share that information with you. If you open a new trading account with Blueberry between now and the end of April, so you've only got this week to do this, and if you fund it with a minimum of $200, they will refund 20% of any losses that you have on your account. So just check with them the exact terms and conditions. Say that you've seen this video or heard this podcast and you're interested in their offer. But I've never heard of a broker before that's willing to refund a proportion of the losses that you make. So it could be something that's really worth having a look at. Now, I think there's some terms and conditions, like always. You cannot be an existing client with an existing account, and you cannot be in Australia or an Australian resident. So there's a few things to check through, but it has a lot of merits that if you opened, let's say, $1,000 account and took a loss, they're going to offer to refund. And again, there's maximum levels of refund, etc. They're going to offer to refund, I think it's up to 20% of your losses back to your account for you to use. So something very different. And as I was discussing with Ben, I said, look, I think this is something quite different. I'm going to share this with people who are on my video and podcast list. So I hope that's helpful for you. In other news, you'd have seen that inflation continues to rise around the world. Here in New Zealand, just yesterday, they announced a 6.9% inflation jump, which is the worst or the highest in 32 years. And that's continuing to happen right throughout most of the world. I think Britain was up to about 7%. I think America's 8 something. A lot of countries around the world are getting very, very high inflation levels. And from what I can see, certainly here in New Zealand, the way that they're just printing money and spending money left, right, and centre, you just wouldn't believe how crazy they're running the country right now. This is probably only going to get worse. You add into this the fertilizer cost, the shipping cost, food, transportation, everything else, labor wages, everything that's going wrong with price increases right now, fuel, etc. It's just going to get worse. So if you think like 6.97% bad today, yes, it's the worst in 32 years, but I'm predicting it's probably just going to continue to get worse for most people. So, cost of living, wages. Has your wage gone up 7% in the last year just to maintain where you were a year ago? If not, what are you doing about that? And I think that's something that everybody, doesn't matter what you do, what you want to think about doing job-wise, investment-wise, you've got to think about this because it affects every single person. You just go try filling up your car with fuel as opposed to last year. Look, I've just burnt for about 8 hours, about 1,500 litres of jet fuel in the last week going down there and back. I can tell you, it gets very, very expensive. And it's so much more than even what it was at the beginning of this year, just 4 months ago. So you've got to do something. You've got to look after yourself, protect yourself. Trading to me is probably one of the best ways you can do that. We've just had a client who's mentioned to me just on Wednesday that he's just passed his next prop test and he's now onto a live account prop trading I think he was onto a $100,000 live account on prop firm. When he gets to the next level, I think he's got to make 10% on that. I think he's on a 70-30 profit share. So he's on for a $7,000 gain there. every time he now makes 10%, and then he'll be up to probably 200,000 on the next challenge. So, all these ways that you can really future-proof yourself with your knowledge of what you're doing, how to do this, be able to do this for yourself. Doesn't matter what your trading account size is today. It really is irrelevant. So don't get stressed if you think you can't, trade more than $1,000 of your money. Learn how to trade first, get onto prop firms, and that's just such a great way of increasing your own personal income through your trading. And of course, you could then go and reinvest that back into your own trading account and build up from there, or get onto someone like Blueberry, and they're going to look after you with any losses as per that promotion. Going back to that Blueberry promotion, I'll put a link on this video and podcast here to Blueberry Markets, and just say you've interested in their promotion, you've heard it, and they'll look after you there. Last thing to mention, on the 11th of May, it's the 10th if you're in Europe or America or Canada, we're starting our 13th birthday sale. It's going to be a fantastic sale this year. A great opportunity for you to take advantage of jumping on board with us at a crazy low price. I'll put a link to that promotion on here as well. If you'd like to take advantage of our 13 years of teaching and, my personally coming up to now 18 years of trading the Forex market full time, jump on board and take advantage of it. It's the full course, just at a crazy low price. We do this once a year for our birthday. This is our 13th year of teaching. Have a look on the likes of Forex Peace Army. You'll see reviews back to 2009. Very few other companies or people can say that they've been trading and have been reviewed anywhere on anything to do with the Forex market, whether it be brokers or education or anything, for that length of time. We're really proud of what we have achieved and how many people that we've helped and what we do in the Forex market to give back with free information plus the course for those who want to take it that step further and jump on board with our real, sort of professional help and information. Just today, we've just put on 6 trades on our membership site, 4 on the 12-hour chart trades and 2 on the 8-hour, plus 5 specific daily chart trades with the reasons why we're taking the trades, the exact entry and exit levels, all for our clients to learn from and to earn from. So I'll put a link to Blueberry Markets on this page, this video post and podcast, and I'll put a link to the registration form for you to look at joining us on our 13th birthday. So hope that helps, and have a great rest of the week. And this is Andrew Mitchem here at the Forex Trading Coach. I'll see you next week.